Hello, everyone. We are looking at Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle reading. So this is our Oracle deck for the day that we are using, and we are going to do a three-card pull for your guidance. What is it that you need to know, right? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Right, so let's see. Oh, that one kind of flew out of there, and that one. All right, so you're going to pick your card or cards. For some of you, it might be, for some of you, you might feel pulled to all three. All three of these might be a divine message for you, right? Sometimes pull of cards can also be a spread for some people. I know that happens a lot with me whenever I'm watching cards. I feel like this is, you know, all three important. So it's up to you. You might feel pulled to one card, you might feel pulled to two cards, you might feel pulled to all three. It doesn't matter. It's not wrong. But pick a card that pulls to you and let's take a look. So our first card is authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Okay, so where are you giving your authority, your inner authority to? What do you honor as authority? So in card one, we have this energy of the circle, of the connections. Like it's almost like three circles connected as one, right? So with this one here, the frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful. But how is it powerful? That's the message that's coming in for for us is it like powerful in a good way or is it powerful in a depleting way? When we give something authority over our life, over our being, over our sovereignty, it should be a healing, honoring authority. If it is a belittling, empowering in a negative way authority, then that is something that we need to look at and address on how we feel about the situation, right? Because who we give our energy and our to precipitates that back to us, right? So be aware of what you give and receive, right? Be aware of where you stand in certain situations. Okay, don't give your power away if it doesn't feel right, right? If it doesn't feel honored, if it doesn't feel like it's coming from a place of love, then there might be something there that you might want to look at deeper. Okay, um, authority is also an inner awareness. What do you need to do to grow your strength, your inner strength, right? What do you need to do to be able to speak in a way that is powerful, to act in a way that changes outcomes, that motivates you, that creates the life that you want to live, okay? Authority over yourself is very important here as well. You carry a frequency within you. You want to make sure that that frequency honors you and that you are honoring your decisions and you are showing up with authority over your life versus just existing, right? Versus just playing a role in somebody else's, dream or somebody else's reality, right? Make sure that you are aligning with your own inner authority and that will help you when it comes to understanding what is right for you and how to use it in a wise and loving way. Okay. You might be given authority over certain situations. Make sure that if you are a leader and you are given authority over certain situations, that you are doing it in a way that is loving, that empowers others, and that is a wise decision for everyone involved. Card two, you have communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our hearts, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Okay, so this card is reminding you that it is, you don't, not everybody communicates the same way. Okay, some people might communicate love by the act of doing things, where somebody else might communicate love by simply saying, I love you, right? So communication can be exchanged very differently. But the thing is there communication? How is the communication? Is it healthy communication? Is it being received in the manner that it is supposed to be received, right? If somebody says, I love you, but their actions don't speak the the energy that the words are saying, then the recipient might not feel that those words mean anything. So the communication might be there, but how strong is it? How productive is it? When you are communicating, are you asking questions for confirmation? Are you aware of the recipient's ability to understand, right? Sometimes we communicate, but are we truly communicating out of, I want you to understand, or are we communicating out of anger, hurt, pain, right? Um, are we being distracted? Are we trying to communicate, but certain areas are shut down? So this is reminding you, work on inner communication. Work on yourself. Work on knowing who you are, what you want, what makes you happy, what you will not tolerate. What are your boundaries? What are your expectations? When you understand your inner communication, then your outer communication will also be more well structured, right? And learn that not everybody communicates the same. So be willing to work with people who might have a difficult time in communication, right? Sometimes we need to be more patient with people and allow situations to work out, or to give advice, or to support someone who may struggle in the form of communication. It doesn't mean that they're not a good person, it just means that maybe they have a hard time putting their emotions into words, okay? And that could be you. So this is important to work on this area. You want to strengthen this area, whether it is having more patience, having more self-love, having more focus and listening on a situation. But that this is important. Communication is a great way to show if you understand something, and it's a great way to show up for yourself and for others, right? And not be confused or misled. In card three, we have fertility. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It act it activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So, fertility is all about new beginnings, new life. So, for some of you, it could be about trying to grow a family, trying to make something come into effect. For some of you, you might be trying to create a business. You might be trying to create a new lifestyle. You might be trying to start a new journey. For others, it could be, um, it could be trying to have a family, trying to have a baby, trying to adopt. But it still comes back to new beginnings. It still comes back to life again, a rebirth, a new journey that takes you into a a new experience, right? Fertility is all about like springtime, bringing life back into a into the parts of you that may not have the life in it, okay? So fertility is also about expansion. Fertility, when for example, when an animal has a child, has a baby, it grows in numbers, right? So if you fertility is all about growth, it's all about expansion. So maybe you're looking to expand your life, you're looking to create more peace, more happiness, more wholeness, right? That's an expansion. So as you expand in your life is also going to change. So just be aware that this is a fast energy that comes in because it causes a lot of things to shift and change quickly. Okay. Um, so you want to make sure you're prepared. You want to make sure that you have the things that you need to continue this so that it grows in a productive, healthy way. Okay. This is a great card for confirmation of starting something new, doing something that you love, going on a road trip journey or whatever. This is a great card because it symbolizes a a rebirth. It symbolizes a expansion. It symbolizes a yes energy to things developing in a way that you are hoping for them to. Okay. All right. That is our three card reading. I hope this has helped you and thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.